Hello, welcome to my channel. This is the channel if you want to learn how to do yoga, to stretch, to breathe, to balance, to get stronger, to learn all sorts of things that you didn't know that you could do. This is the channel. So don't forget to like and subscribe so others can find me. But let's get on with our practice today. Okay, so time for the chair. So I'm just going to bring my chair in and have your chair on a mat or the carpet, or have it somewhere where it's, when you push it, it's not going to slide around. You know, if I put it on my wooden floor, it probably will be sliding. So that's why I've got it on the yoga mat. So you don't really want it to slide, okay? And then what we're going to do is just to put one foot on it, okay? And if it's got a nice seat or something and you don't want to put your foot on it, you can put a towel on first or something like that. But we want to be nice and steady. We don't want to feel like we're going to wobble. And if we do feel like that, we could perhaps move the chair and the mat nearer to a wall. Do it there. Okay, you can always stop the video and start again if you need to do that. But what we're doing is coming down, taking the leg further away or taking a step further back, and then put the leg on again and just bend the front knee a little bit. Yeah, make sure that feels okay. And we're coming back again and take another little step back. Okay, now we should be able to keep our back heel down as we bend the knee and come back again. So we want a nice big stretch to get into our hip flexors that come from our back into our hip. Okay, so we want this sort of angle. Okay, we want to be quite a long way back. Now turn it into a warrior stretch. So exhale, bend the knee. And then inhale, come back. So there's very little weight bearing on this front knee because it's up high on the chair. So can you really get very close? So what I'm saying is bring the back of the thigh next to the calf and the abs close to the thigh. And then we're coming back. Okay, so try not to stop short here. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And then we're slowly coming back, and yes, it's going to be a very big stretch, okay, for our hip flexors. And if they're tight, that might be take us a while to sink into that, but give yourself a few moments, few seconds here to sink into that. Come slowly back. So again, and then slowly back. Can we do one more? And then we're coming back and we're releasing. Okay, change for the other side. Now, if you bend your knee and you feel that's too much or your heel keeps lifting, maybe come back, take a step closer and do it again. Okay, so you want to feel steady like you did on the other side. Bend the knee, then thigh next to calf. Look really, really close. And abs close to thigh maybe, and we're doing a bit of a back bend and coming back. Let's do our warriors this side. So exhale, bend, 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 bend. Keep going, and then slowly back. This is a really lovely stretch to stretch your hip flexors, which is always a good thing if you've had back problem or you sit down for long periods of time or you're driving for long periods of time. To do these kind of stretches, it's fantastic, and it takes you further than you probably would go in a normal warrior position. Okay, now everyone's usually got a chair or something like that, but you could do this on a stairs or a step or something like that. You just have to make sure whatever you're doing it on, it's steady and that you can bend, you know, securely without slipping. So hold this last one and then come back out and release. Good, give the legs a bit of a shake out. Okay, so see if you can get close to the chair. Hold the back and walk the feet back. Abs tight, walk them back. Try to get right angles at the hips. And then head between the arms. Good, and maybe we can walk the feet back a bit more, should we need to, or in a bit more. And can you look at the back? It's very straight, so we don't want to really arch the back or really round the back. We just want the back to be straight. And breathe. straight back. Just holding for a few more moments, and then we're walking the feet in and release. Good. Now this time, palms face forwards and the fingers just wrap around the edge of the chair. And take a step back, lean back a bit, breathe. So stretching all these not hip flexors, the wrist flexors in the arms. So this is great if you've been using your iPhone, iPad, computer, doing a lot of manual work, craft work, anything like that, to stretch out these muscles. And see if you can slowly walk back in again, release, come up and just circle gently around the wrists. Let them relax. Good, so from there, see if we can just come down to our mat. So try to come down to kneeling. If you need something underneath, you can always get hold of like a towel or a little blanket or something like that. Or fold your mat over if you need a double thickness. And what we're doing is having our palms together, elbows wide, elbows to the edge of the seat, right to the edge, and then we're walking back, and that should be enough room for our head to go through our arms. Now, like in the other one, our head's between the arms, our back's trying to be straight, and we're stretching our shoulders. See if you can let your chest drop down a bit more. So you're getting a bit more extension into the shoulders. Breathing steady breaths. Can we walk our knees in? Good. And then we're slowly just coming up. We could stand and sit on our chair. So maybe have your chair facing this way so you can see what we're going to do next. So we're sitting on our chair and our knees are wide to the edges of the chair. I'm sitting sort of not right at the back, not right at the front, but somewhere maybe halfway between the two. And my feet are under my knees. So you want everything to be very, very steady. Okay? And from here we're folding from the hips, so straight back and fold. Okay, try not to go in round like this, because we really want the back to be straight and fold. So abs meet thighs, chest meets lower thighs, and then the hands could maybe go down to the floor. Now, if your knees go wider, you could place your body on your seat. And then, because we can't go any further than the floor, we can hold the elbows and dangle. And the head could dangle as well, just to relax. Good, just holding this nice back stretch, which actually is very, very good back stretch and very supported and very releasing for tight areas. Now, look under your chair. I don't know what you've got underneath your chair. I've got sort of bars, and I'm going to try and hold the back bars of my chair, or reach back to get something at the back of your chair and pull yourself through a bit more. So your body is between your thighs. Breathe. And then let go and just slowly start to come up. Hands on thighs, arms on thighs maybe, and just come up and relax. Well done. So sit to the side of your chair. I'm going to turn mine so you can see what I'm doing, but we're just sitting on the edge of the chair and we want to twist. We want to twist the back, using the back of the chair to help us get a really good twist. Okay, and because we're sitting, it means our pelvis not really moving, because we don't want it to move. We want the chest to move, the shoulders, the eyes, the head. And of course, breathing is really going to help you when you're twisting. So breathe out and twist. Breathe out and twist. and then we're coming back to the centre. Let's try the other side. I'm going to change my chair just so you can see what's going on. And we're turning this way and breathing into our twist. That's right, so abs tight, navel faces forwards. Try and rotate into the upper back. Good, see if we can slowly come back and release. So this time, can we stand up behind our chair? So again, on our mat, facing our chair. We're taking our left foot up, so we don't really want a big step back this time. We just want to be just in front really. So when we stand up, we're kind of in a nice straight line. And we want to be steady as usual. That's really important. We don't want to be tripping or falling. We want to be in a stable position. And we're turning to this leg. And one hand on the pelvis, so the flat hand is on the back of the pelvis. And we're twisting, pushing against the thigh to get a really good twist, like our chair twist, but now in a bit of a standing twist, okay? So we're breathing, turning our upper back. Let's try the other side. So same thing again, just standing pretty close to your chair, and then we're turning, hand on the pelvis, turn towards the leg, and breathe into your twist. And what really helps, of course, is to breathe more slowly. In other words, to give yourself more time to twist, more time to move, just breathing steadily. Good, can we slowly come back and release. Let's just take the chair again. We're going to sit down for our last one. Now we're sitting towards the edge of the chair and we're crossing the right leg over the left. And we want to get our ankle bone, our medial malleolus in line with our knee. Okay, and what we're going to do, and we might have to come forwards a bit more if we can't fold easily, get this foot under the knee, so when you lean, you feel like you're supported in that position. So we're just leaning into the thigh. Okay, breathe and put some weight into that thigh. Open the hip. Okay, now it's very adjustable. So if you feel it's too much, you can come back a bit. If you feel you can go on, you're leaning in a bit. But just be aware that it's not going to be a walk in the park for most people, okay? It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable, okay? So remember, nothing good comes easily. So we're okay with it being a bit tight. We're just breathing slow breaths because we know the result at the end is going to be more flexibility, better joint movement, more movement for the circulation to flow, better range of movement. So we need time, we need patience, and we need to go at our own pace. And if you're very, very tight, I would say do this regularly. I mean, how many times do we sit on a chair like this? Breakfast time, dinner time? I mean, any time you're sitting, you can have a go with this. Let's change for the other side. So again, one side might be tighter than the other, and we treat them the same. We just breathe and gently lean into the thigh. Okay, we're putting our body weight forwards, trying to let the hip open. And again, it's very manageable. We can manage this pretty easily because we're controlling what we're doing in this, and we're supported by the seat. And we don't have to buy a lot of equipment. Well, nothing really, because most of us have got a chair somewhere. Yeah, I wouldn't do it on a sofa because you'll be sinking into it maybe. You want a firm chair or something you're sitting on to be firm. And if you felt you got a long way and you made a good improvement, try it every day and just see how that goes. Okay, see how that changes your other movements. Okay, and we're going to do a yoga posture now, just to see how all these things may have changed our movements. Okay, so slowly coming back, let's release. Can we come up to standing? Leave the chair to one side. Thank you very much for watching, and if you really enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and join me back here for next time. Until then, much peace.